Nobody panic, but it might be time to panic. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average United States economic collapse spectator that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is we are going to be discussing the current status of the gun economy here in the United States, the current status of panic buying, and if you should be running out to panic buy right now, and some products that may not exist in the United States anymore due to the current tariffs that have been in place as of the time of filming this video. Now, it is April 7th at 1500. Why is that important? I'm going to give you some very brief current events, and if you want a separate state of the world video tonight or tomorrow, say Trench, we want also a state of the world video to know why we're probably entering a cold World War III and potentially something even crazier. I can film that at a different time, but it's important to note because the stock market has crashed once. The United States has placed a blanket tariff on a number of countries, and China has placed a 34% reciprocal tariff on the one that the United States already placed on China. All of that is to say things are not looking very good. President Trump has already threatened to raise the tariff to 50% on Chinese imports as of the time of filming this video. And on top of all that, the Israeli Prime Minister is also here. So if you want a separate State of the World video later tonight, just comment down below you want that video on State of the Union, State of the World. But right now we're going to talk about gun stuff, specifically panic buying. Now, as of the time of filming this video, most of you guys know that I'm 7 years out from retirement from the Army. So once I heard about all this stock market collapse and craziness happening in the market, I went and I checked on my retirement fund. Now, without divulging too much information, I am 11% poorer as of the time of filming this video than I was 72 hours ago due to all the tariffs and all the economic craziness that has been occurring. So you might want to go check your own retirement investments and everything you guys got going on as well. But that is just giving you kind of the things that are occurring as of the time of filming this video. And there is a little bit of a panic vibe in the air right now, in case you can't tell. But with all that being said, let's talk about some facts. Now, if you don't have the ammunition that you need on hand, I need you to listen to all the facts that I'm about to read to you from the tariffs that have been placed on some of your favorite ammo manufacturers and what that's going to mean, and then I'm going to tell you what my advice would be to you here in a second. So, first and foremost, the burn down videos, before we even get into these numbers, the burn down videos are on pause. So unless you really want to see the SIG P320, that I'm carrying right now, unless you really want to see the SIG video continue or whatever, you need to go donate to the ammo fund because they're on pause right now. But let's get into these numbers. If you enjoy PMC ammunition, well, expect an increase of a 25% on that ammunition. So if you are a PMC ammunition enjoyer, well, you're going to go ahead and add 25%, give or take, to your 5.56, 9mm, whatever you're buying from PMC. If it's PMC bronze, 25%. If you're purchasing Privy Partisan, go ahead and add a 37%, a smooth 37% tax on top of what you were already paying. That's kind of a big deal, right? So if you're a Privy Partisan ammunition enjoyer, boom, 37%. If you are an Igman ammunition enjoyer, I know I've shot a lot of 7.62x39 and 5.56 Igman ammunition. If you're an Igman ammo manufacturer enjoyer, go and add 36% smooth tax right on top of that bottom line per 1,000 rounds. Good luck with that. SMB, cellular and below, I shoot a lot of that stuff, as you guys know. 20%. Go and add 20%. So if you're buying that double-aught buckshot from them, that 9mm, if you're buying that 7.62x39, that 5.56, you name it, 20%, boom, just add that smooth across the board. MagTech, Brazilian manufacturer, 10%. Just add 10%, right across the board, 10%. Now, what all these numbers mean for PMC 25%, Privy Partisan 37%, Igman 36%, SMB 20%, MagTech 10%. You guys get the picture I'm painting. In 6 months, it will no longer be beneficial, what's the word I'm looking for? Profitable. It will no longer be profitable for PMC, Privy Partisan, Igman, SMB, MagTech, you name it, to import ammo in the United States because they won't be making enough money because guys will not be buying that ammunition because they will just be purchasing ammo domestically. But before you guys start going in the comments and being like, well, American made is made better because, now it's American made. American manufacturers and domestic manufacturers will also have to increase their price because of some of the components. And even if it's all made in the United States, guess what? They're still going to increase their prices due to the market increase. Okay. So, what this means for you guys watching this is 6 months to a year from now, you're not going to see PMC or Privy Partisan or Igman or Cellular and Below or Magtech anymore. You're only going to be seeing these American manufacturers, but now you're going to be spending a lot more per box. And if everybody in the market is buying American manufactured, that ammunition, there's not going to be enough for everybody. You guys see the picture that I'm painting for you? So, if you do not have a couple thousand rounds of your favorite, ammunition for handgun, a couple thousand rounds of your favorite rifle ammo, whatever that is, if that's 5.56 or 7.62 by 39 or 308 or whatever, if you don't have that couple thousand rounds of rifle ammo and the couple thousand rounds of handgun ammo sitting at your home right now, then I got bad news, buddy. You are about to become victim of the panic buy scare of 2025. Now, don't panic, but maybe it's time to panic. I'm not saying you should go out and buy 30,000 rounds of ammunition. I'm saying if you don't have what you need on hand to be able to defend yourself, your family, and train, 100 rounds here and there, because I don't recommend you guys go out and shoot really anything right now as of the time of filming this video. But if you don't have ammunition on hand, you need to go buy it, okay? If you're in that camp, you need to go buy it. Now, optics. Seeing as how China could potentially have a 50%, and with everything said and done, I saw some numbers at 79%. So, you can speculate on whatever you think is going to happen over the course of the next couple weeks to months, but if you're out trying to buy a Holosun, or you're out trying to buy a Streamlight, TLR1, guess what? That 50% price tag increase on that $250 optic, and now you're looking at $350 or $400. Listen, if everyone's trying to buy domestically, it's going to wash up at some point. So now you're either going to spend too much on a Holosun, or you're going to buy a $700, Trijicon optic or whatever you got going on, right? Or a Surefire for $400. You guys see what I'm getting at here? So, all of this to say, you need to be watching the news. If you don't have the things on hand that you need to go purchase it, unfortunately. Don't panic. Don't go out and buy 10 rifles. But if you don't have a rifle, you might want to go buy your rifle. If you don't have your handgun that's made in Austria, you might want to go buy your handgun. If you don't have your SIG P320 that's made in India, allegedly, you might want to go buy your SIG M18 or P320, okay? So, all this to say, all these numbers, what do they really mean? Well, in 6 months, the gun world might look a lot different, okay? The goal of this video is not to scare you. The goal of this video is just to bring things to your attention, okay? Because when I looked at the state of the world, before I filmed this video, I went, okay, back in the day, it used to be James Yeager or Paul Harrell for my upbringing, right? James Yeager, Paul Harrell. I'm probably brain dumping a bunch, but all the OGs would have been out here telling us what to do. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just trying to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the current state of the gun world. So don't panic unless it's time for you to panic. If it's time for you to panic, don't panic and actually go crazy. Only buy what you need, not something crazy. Okay. With all that being said, let me know your thoughts on the current status of the tariffs down below. Let me know if you're happy with the current state of the United States. Let me know if you think we're going in the right direction. If you want to continue seeing my burn down videos on my channel, then you are going to have to donate to the ammo fund. Now, if you're in the camp where you can't afford your own ammo, you probably should not be buying me ammo. However, if you want me to continue burning my own ammo down, I might do a separate video on this, but I've burned 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,000 rounds for you guys over the past 6 months voluntarily, right? I've voluntarily done that, but now I have to make sure I have enough for my own training, personal protection, doomsday scenario, you name it. I'll do a separate video on this in a little bit, but just understand if you want to continue seeing burn down videos, you got to donate to the ammo fund, okay? Thanks for being here, guys. Let me know if this video helps. Don't panic. Don't panic unless it's applicable to you, okay? Thanks for being here. And until next time, this could be Trench Grenade, your average 11% poorer, 7 years out from retirement. Doesn't feel so great, even though the market ebbs and flows. Hater that your mom says we would have at home, signing out. Cheers.